Hello everyone, my name is Arava VT and I am a content creator for the First Descendants, and today I'm going to go over my Enduring Legacy build guide. This is for the Enduring Legacy machine gun. I currently use this in my boss fights and especially when I am using Lepic. They recently buffed this gun, so it is a fantastic gun to take into boss fights. It has a high firearm critical hit rate and 3.1 times critical hit damage, so this is a really good gun to use. I personally, in this build, have made this an entire fire build based upon its unique ability, so it has increased fire damage on it. Its unique ability is that whenever it hits an enemy, it increases the status effect trigger rate, so it will be more likely to trigger the status effect rate, which I use fire. You can use fire, chill, electric, toxic. However, I highly recommend just using fire because it stacks well with its quenching buff. Whenever you hit a burned enemy, you increase your firearm attack and apply this buff to the attack. So what this gun does is every time you hit an enemy with the bullet, it will decrease the fire resistance of the enemy. So it is really good to have the fire attribute on the gun to also increase the fire damage that you are doing to the enemy with this gun. The attribute status effect trigger rate is 6% on hit, so you have a much better chance to set the enemy on fire. Once the enemy is on fire, then you begin to stack the quenching. On a fully advanced Enduring Legacy, meaning you've mulched 4 additional Enduring Legacies into yours, the maximum stacks go up to 50, and it will apply a total fire resistance reduction of 45% at max stacks and increase your firearm attack by 11%. So, once again, using this with Lepic, who does fire abilities, you can do massive amounts of damage. Once you use your ulti, you can switch over to this gun and increase the amount of fire damage they are taking. This is the current build that I use for my Lepic. This requires 10 crystallization catalysts and 1 energy activator. You have a total loadout of critical hit damage by 81%. Your critical hit rate will be 53.5%. Your firearm attack is at 93%. Your recoil is only at 20%. Your fire rate up is increased to 25%. And your weak point damage is sitting at 22% with a 45% accuracy. So this gun hits for a lot of damage. You're meant to target your weak points. Once again, I built this for boss slaying, so that's why it focuses on weak point damage, but it's a fantastic gun to use. So the cards that we used are Focus Fire, which gives you weak point damage plus 20% and firearm critical hit damage of 6.5%. The fire enhancement is what you need on this gun to trigger its secondary quenching ability. So this adds fire attack equal to 30% of your firearm attack to the gun itself. Better concentration increases your critical hit damage by 74.8%. Adventure increases the firearm critical hit rate of 14.5% and also increases your weak point damage by 2%. Hawkeye increases your accuracy of 45%. The reason this is on here is I found without this card, I was missing a lot more shots than I was hitting, even at a reasonable distance. So this really helped me make sure that I'm nailing those weak points consistently for maximum damage. If you find that you can deal with the non-accuracy of this gun, then you can remove this instead, and you can put the fire gun barrel on it for additional fire damage, which is what I recommend. But personally, I would rather sacrifice a little bit of damage in order to be able to hit my targets. Better insight for critical hit rate with an increase of 39%. Rifling reinforcement to increase my firearm attack by 32%. The fire rate up to increase my fire rate by 25%. And then action and reaction to increase my firearm attack by 61%. And then specifically for Lepic, we have done the Sharp Precision Shot Ultimate card. So what this does is it makes your fire rate slower in the beginning, but as you hit your target, the fire rate will increase drastically. So this does work with Lepic's Ultimate as well when you hold down the trigger button. So that's why we have this particular card on it. However, if I'm not using Lepic, I take this card off because it does run through your ammo very quickly. So if you're in a longer sustained fight, you will be having ammo issues with this card. So I personally prefer to take this card off and instead put on Firing Fiesta for the longer fights, especially like Gluttony. So what this means is the Firing Fiesta, you reload your gun for 3 seconds, you have unlimited ammo, and then based on the cooldown of this card here and how many rounds are in this magazine, when you reload, your Firing Fiesta is already up, even if you press the button down the whole time. So it's just a really nice synergy between these two to give you a little bit of extra ammunition. And that's basically the Enduring Legacy. So like I said, I use this with Lepic. It's just a great boss killer. It's really nice. It's a really nice gun to have. I recommend if you're gonna level 2 guns and you're gonna level 2 general round weapons, I highly recommend that the Thunder Cage and the Enduring Legacy are the 2 weapons that you pick. They are fantastic. Thunder Cage is much better for mobbing. Enduring Legacy is much better for bossing. If you level up those 2 particular weapons, you really shouldn't need any other general round guns. These 2 fit all the niches very, very nicely. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I do stream almost every day on Twitch, so please feel free to stop by. If you have any questions on anything or would like to see the builds in action, I don't mind showing you guys, and I really enjoy the game and I want you guys to enjoy it too. So if you guys have any other guns that you want to see built, please let me know. I'm currently working my way through the guns now, and I'm focusing on the guns and getting the descendants up and leveled as well. Hopefully we'll see how many we can get to before the first season, but I'm really looking forward to my new meme build, which you guys should see here next week. So look forward to that. But if you guys would like to support me, please go in game, find my name, ArabaVT, hashtag 9304. Go down to the creator details button and select me as your creator. This will help me make more videos like this in the future. I look forward to seeing you guys in game, and have a fantastic day.